for the Ariel ears, I decided to go with green and purple. I got some satin for the bulk of the ears. This is really inexpensive. I got that, and I got some netting. I saw in the parks last time we were there, a lot of the ears that they have the fun netting look to them. So I figured I'd try that out. I'm not sure how it's going to work, but I got a nice lavender color. I just did a 1/4 yard of each. I think that's probably going to be more than enough for what I'm trying to do. And altogether, it's 83 cents. So not that bad for the fabric. Other things I got at Walmart. This was probably my big ticket item. They're just some crystals. I figure I got fabric glue or a hot glue gun. But they're really pretty blues and green jewel tone gems, and these are like $3 for this pack. It's not terrible, but it was one of the more costly things that I got. I had this green ribbon. I'm thinking I might try to use that for a bow in the middle, and I got this pretty turquoise, light blue, blue-green color ribbon as well. It's $2. The only other thing I got for the crafts at Walmart, because I didn't have any big thing of polyfill. This is great for any applique work that you might do with felt, or if you're making anything that's got that pillow feel to it. You can use this to fill it up, and it's supposed to be washable. It's not going to bunch up when you wash it, hopefully. So I don't think we'll be washing the ears, but if they got wet or something like that, it's probably not a bad thing. Dollar store had this pack of 3. They're a wider headband, and I can still cover them in fabric or wrap them in ribbon or something to make them do what I want them to do. I wanted to get these at Walmart, but the craft section did not have sequins, at least not like a plain packet of one color sequin. But dollar store, ka-ching, they had these packs, and they're the colors that I need. They kind of match the glue-on rhinestones that I got at Walmart as far as the color scheme goes, and I think this will look really cool against the green satin. So what I'm thinking is, once I get the ear, the circle sketched out onto the fabric, I can go in and apply the sequins. I'm going to hand sew them on, but I can do them so it looks like fins. We'll see how that works out. I know that's probably going to take a lot of time. I'm not sure how much patience I got. I didn't know how many I'd need, so I got 2 packs because I figured future projects, I might be able to use them for something. So again, $1 a piece, not bad. And lastly, because it's the Little Mermaid, I got this set of plastic forks, and they're little bitty ones. Probably, I don't know, for hors d'oeuvres or whatever, but it's $1 for the pack, and I figure I can incorporate it into the bow in the middle. And that's a jingle hopper. So there you go. All together, I think I've got maybe $8 in for the ears, and that's including the bag of polyfill, which is going to be more than enough for this and many other projects. So altogether, it's probably like $5 total. I'm actually going to have it incorporated into the set of ears. Compare that against, I want to say it's about $18 for a pair of the ears on the headbands that they have at the park. I may be off on that. I'm not sure exactly how much they charge, but they're not ridiculously expensive, but they're definitely more than it costs to get the materials to do it yourself. So if it's something that you like to do, I do like crafts, but I'm a crafty person, then it could be fun for you to try it out, see what you can do, make it your own. Get an embroidery, and I've put some of the green satin fabric on it, and I don't know if you can see this in the video, but there is a white fabric pencil sketch of a circle around the outside there, and that's to mark the size that I want the ear to be. And then inside that circle, I am hand stitching in the sequins. And considering how much time this is taking, I'm probably not going to do this for both ears. I'm thinking I might have sequins on one and maybe glue some rhinestones that are similar colors on the other one. Maybe toss a few hidden Mickeys in there as well. Hidden Mickeys and the Mickey ears. Hey, okay, so I've done quite a bit of work on the Little Mermaid ears. I didn't film a whole lot of it because a lot of it was really tedious and didn't think it would make for very exciting filming. But I've got the 2 ears done. All I have left now to do is to cover the band in fabric and figure out how I'm going to attach the ears, and also work in the veil. And I think I might add some of the jewels to that as well. So I'll show you what I have thus far. Okay. So the first ear here is it's the same fabric front and back. So it's the green satin. On the front, I've covered it in sequins. The center is green, and then I did a turquoise and light blue going around the outside edge. I did that to kind of mimic the colors of Ariel's bottom half. And then the other ear, because of how long the sequins take, I didn't want to do that on both ears. So I used the green satin. I made the ear about the same size, tried to as best I could. I think they came out fairly close. And then I had one of these painting pens here at the house in gold, and I figured it'd be kind of neat to add Ariel's signature to it, so I looked up what Ariel's signature looks like, her autograph, and I traced it onto the ear in the gold paint pen. So I think that turned out pretty cool. So now all I have left to do is to figure out how to attach it to the headband, and I'm thinking I'm going to cover the headband in some kind of cloth to make it easier to attach the ears. I am working on the band that I'm going to be putting my ears on. Started out with the plastic bands I got at the dollar store. I like them because they're wider. You can tell that from the video. It gives you a little bit better base to work off of. So what I'm doing right now is attaching fabric to the band. I'm using the same green satin that I used for the ears themselves. And I've tried a couple different things already. You can see I've got some fabric on here. First I tried using this clear gel glue. I'd use that for some of the beads, to attach the beads to the ears. You can see the rhinestones I put on here to kind of mimic the bubbles on the Ariel signature. I used the clear gel tack for that. Did not find that it worked very well with the band trying to adhere the cloth to it. What has worked thus far is hot glue gun. So I've got hot glue gun here, and I've hot glued the fabric onto the band. This is just a base layer of fabric, so I'm not as worried about how it's going to look. My plan for this is to take some of the polyfill that I used for the ears. I'm going to actually stitch another cover of fabric on top of this and then stuff polyfill in so that I have a padded surface that I'm working off of. I think it's going to be easier for stitching the ears on because I am going to sew those into place rather than gluing them into place. I think that'll be a little bit more secure. And it gives me a basin to work on for making sure that the ears stand up, because that's something I'm a little concerned about, is how well they're going to actually hold their shape once I've attached them to the band. I was able to successfully attach the satin to my headband, and I have also sewn on the ears. So that's what I have thus far. The last few things that I'm going to do to complete the ears, I've got some netting. I'm going to do, I don't know, something with it. It's lavender, so it looks like the top of Ariel's bikini. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to attach a bow and one of the little forks that I've got. So, a little plastic fork. They're going to put that in here somewhere. And I should be able to finish this up tonight. So, as you can see, I've completed my Little Mermaid ears. So what we have going on here, What is this? The right ear. You can see it has Ariel's signature, and I've added some rhinestones to it. Here I have a netting flower, and I have also glued in some of the rhinestones just to keep the color scheme going. The left ear is sequins done in Little Mermaid colors to match kind of her tail. And then I've added a bow, and I took one of those plastic forks and broke it in half so it would just slide right here in the center of the bow. And I'm thinking I'm gonna pop some hot glue on the back of it just to secure it, to make sure that it holds better. I wanted to show you how I made this tulle thing. It was really simple to do, and I kind of made it up as I went along, but in case it's something that you're interested in, I'll show you how I accomplished that. Basically what you do is just take a circle of the tulle. It's kind of hard to see because it's so see-through. And then you're just going to take the circle, and it doesn't have to be precise because it's kind of a messy look. You can have a little bit of freedom with it. But fold it into a triangle shape with the point in the middle of the circle. And then what I did was I folded the outside edges back on each other. So you have kind of an accordion thing going on. Once I had the shape I wanted, I did a stitch towards the center to hold it all together. Trying to get that to focus. But then I bunched them all together and stitched them all at the seam, at the center point, and it gave that fluffy appearance. And then I just took the tacky glue and glued the rhinestones in and amongst it. Do what you want to do with it. So that's what I have. That's my final product. The bow itself, I just made a simple bow. I tied it in the center with some ribbon, and then it's stitched onto the band back. The back is actually a lot cleaner than I thought it would have been. And I'm really happy overall with how it turned out. I'm really excited about wearing them into the park. So there you go, my Little Mermaid themed mouse ears for Disney World. Please feel free to provide any comments below. Like the channel and subscribe if you would like to do that. I'm sure that Jake would be really thrilled. I'm hoping to do a few more projects like this as we prepare for future trips. Thinking about maybe t-shirts. I've seen where people have made their own DIY autograph books to take to the park. So if you have any comments, suggestions, anything that you'd like to see me try to do, please let us know. And thanks for watching.